What is going on, dudes? Was it Friday? We're hanging out. Getting this video tweeted out really quick. Yeah. I got my second cup of coffee for the day. Wrapping letters. I gotta just basically batch out the files for an issue of Cade. Get those out to Pete. That is way behind on my part. But that's finally coming your way, guys, so that'll be really exciting. Sorry for the wait, but it is well worth it. Been very particular about this one because it's a very important series to the overall Ransomverse. It's another cornerstone foundational one, but it's coming. And I'm almost halfway through all of the final letters on City of Rot now. I have every page that Jeff has sent me all set up and good to go, which is awesome. And I'm flying through that now too. Should hopefully have that done sometime this week. I may be the letterer on a new secret CG project. Can't really announce anything still. But yeah, it's gonna be really cool if it does work out. The lettering and being behind on everything has held up some of the 3D modeling and the short film stuff. Obviously, the comic stuff is more important, but the short film stop motion stuff is going really well. Finally got the paint set coming in this week, so I'll be able to post some process pictures and things of the Splatterhouse commission I'm doing for Mitch over on the Patreon. I'll probably share some stuff on Twitter as well. What's up, William C? Good to see you, dude. Yeah, I'll be finishing that whole thing. I'll do a little like walkthrough on how I'm doing the boxing and everything, because I'm doing him a little like garage kit custom box set with it and everything. Possibly a little like display window. But yeah, paint set for that comes in this week, and then I'll be able to start painting a lot of the models and things for the short film as well. So we'll be able to start shooting test footage in the near future, which is mostly just dudes with weird heads and in cloaks and things. Not tons of animation, but a good way for us to test lighting and things like that. And I can paint up that Voidwalker test print to start figuring out the color scheme for those busts, which me and Christian are talking about making available during the Voidwalker campaign if people want them. So it's very exciting stuff. Jeff will most likely be wrapped on City of Rot by the end of the weekend. Just a couple of pages left. The book's looking insane. I've been giggling like an idiot, just flipping through the pages and setting them up for lettering, and then lettering through them one by one. That's sort of my favorite part of the process, because I get to go back and do a final pass on all the dialogue and everything, make things flow better with the pacing the artist chiseled into stone for us. And Jeff just got back to me. God damn. Yeah. So where the hell was I? Where was I going with this? Yeah, City of Rot is nearing the end, so we will definitely be going to print this month. I've been setting up all of the pre-press and everything for that. Reached out to the printer officially. Gotta, figure out the timetables on a proof and things like that. We gotta get the newsprint copy or the newsprint pre-press files over to Pete for the printing partnership for the newsprint versions. Decide on the final amount for those guys. Which I think, just because it makes it easier for us, those are going to have like a printed what's it called? Price tag and corner box and everything like a traditional book, because that's going to be the one that's like available through the Death Curse website eventually. Sorry, I'm like wicked congested today. Yeah, the newsprint version will be the one available on the Death Curse website traditionally, but if you backed a copy during the campaign, obviously you're getting one of those first printings. You're getting it signed, and you're getting any exclusive like stretch goal loot and stuff like that. If you back the book, which I'm pretty sure, I think we decided we're doing a bookmark and a couple of trading cards when it was all said and done. I have a long list. It's not in front of me right now, but we got most of it ordered and everything. I already told you guys a while back the posters came in. I haven't really posted a picture because, again, my office is in shambles right now, but once that's squared away, I'll lay them out on the drawing table and get a nice photo out to you dudes before they're all rolled up into tubes and shipped off. Yeah, but things are going smoothly. You know, we're a month behind overall, but right on track with what we said we were going to be behind on. When my Nana passed and all that horrible shit, streaming while real men are trying to sleep. Jeez. What's up, Razvaz? What's up, Rexdoom? Good to see you guys. Yeah, I'm trying to get on this like being alive at a reasonable hour kind of thing. And I mean it's 1:17 right now, so it's not even like I went live early today. This is like when I'm normally waking up being an absolute heathen, and then I'm up till like 4 or 5 a.m. But I can't be doing that anymore. I want to get back in shape. I want to be streaming regularly, although that sleep schedule kind of works really well for hanging out with Ryan and Kevin, our West Coast dudes. It's not conducive for me in the long run. I want to be one of them old like 100-year-old beef jerky dudes just writing comics way past when I should be. So I got to start at least pretending to take care of myself. But yeah, City of Rot's going really well. Things should be wrapped soon. I think me and Jeff are going to talk and decide on some choice panels or pages to share over on the Indiegogo, just to let people know, you know, we're not dead. The book is going, and then we'll share when it's at the printer and everything like that, and when it comes in. Because that's the exciting stuff. I don't know what the timetable is going to be like on the newsprint stuff. That's all been pretty crazy and up in the air. It's starting to get more lax and everything now, but, you know, businesses are still backed up from a year of shit being completely obliterated. What is up, Ash and Jackal? Good to see you. I need to get in shape too, but late night is better for me creatively. Yeah, that's my big issue. Is the sacrifice has been strange, because like probably like 1 to like 5 a.m. is when I get some of my best work done. That feels like I'm coming back from lunch at work, and I'm like ready to get into the day. So sort of reprogramming my brain to be like up and alert during daytime hours has been a serious adjustment. You know, just my brain being horribly damaged is ridiculous. You should do at least one more push before you print, maybe with Red Valkyrie, open mic with Peter, maybe even Fraga. Yeah, I've actually been talking to some people. We are going to be doing a little something. We'll obviously be on here throughout the thing. The Death Curse Comic Challenge should be back this coming Friday. Today just didn't work for everybody still. A lot of guys like in the middle of finishing their own issues and stuff. Ryan's got, you know, Hammerella to finish. Rob is still working away on tons of Blood Realm stuff and Wirehead, lots of things behind the scenes that he's talked a little bit about. I'm sure more things to come that even we don't know about. Yeah, we were all kind of busy. Nick was finishing up some colors for Can't Kill Cade up until like yesterday, so we will be doing one more push. I would love to get back on Red Valkyrie. I don't think Shay realizes that I changed our YouTube name from the Rooster Puncher name to just death curse. So when I comment on their channel and things, they don't realize it's me 9 times out of 10. Luke always has me my back. Death Metal Hero, that's my dude. But yeah, go on Frankie B's schedule and wake up at 2. Oh man, I thought he woke up at like 4. It's funny though. Frankie was one of those dudes, because I met Frankie at Keith's show, 2 years back now. We did Plastic City Comic-Con for the first time. Awesome little local show in Mass that Keith Gleason, the creator of Mighty Mascots, puts on. Him and his wife. Amazing time. So much fun. It's in like a little, I think, college or high school hockey rink. Super fun. It's like all local creators and like indie creators from like the New England area coming from all around. So it's legit like how Comic-Cons were when I was a little kid. And you get to actually meet people and talk with them one-on-one. And Frankie was like right next to us. So I got to finally meet Frankie, hang out with him all day long and just bullshit and have a good time. And he's genuinely one of the just like nicest people in the world, and just so much fun to be around. It sounds really weird, but there's like an influence he exudes that just makes you want to make more comics and have a good time. I think obviously you see that translated through his live streams as well, but it's like mainlining some Frankie B when you're right there with him. It felt like he was family by the end of the day. Being creative feels like a curse or a disease sometimes. I think of not doing it anymore, but I know it's impossible. Yeah, no, that's literally like when I put that off, I feel like I'm fighting off a heroin habit. People think I'm Replicator Rob, LOL. That's hilarious. That caught me off guard the first time you ever popped in, Replicant. I thought for a second Replicator Rob was popping into one of our streams, and I was like, oh, damn, that's cool. But I realized immediately you were a different person, but we appreciate you nonetheless. I was just surprised when I thought it was Rob, because a lot of the other creators don't really come by here for us. Oh, shit. And I say that, and then Shelby Robertson pops in. What's up, dude? I just got my coffee, so here to hang out while I finish inking this piece. Hell yeah. Are you allowed to talk about what you're inking right now? I'd love to know. Shelby Robertson, guys, if you're not familiar, he is the writer, artist, and creator of 94, and one of the old school Image dudes. I don't even know which wave of hirings it is, but he's another one of the OG dudes like Frege. Sorry to let you down. Oh no, it's all good, man. I was just surprised because like that's the running joke on here, especially when we have all the dudes in here, and I'm drinking whiskey and not coffee. I tend to really loosen up a little bit too much, which is why we sort of started the little podcast on the Patreon. We were like, well, if people are going to pay us $1 a month to check out the nonsense we're working on very sporadically, because we never know when the comic stuff is going to go up, we were like, we'll at least do something consistent with the podcast stuff. So now once a week we record a little episode, which finally, after I wrap Kate after this stream, finish that last page, batch it all out, send it all out to Pete, and then I can upload that next episode, the first part of the Snyder Cut, and then I think we'll just do the second part of the Snyder Cut tomorrow or something to catch everybody up, because I feel bad that you guys haven't gotten anything for like 2-3 weeks. That first episode, Vin Diesel's Skin Weasel, was a absolute banger. And I think we're going to release it for free on the YouTube soon as a VOD for people who aren't patrons to check out. Yeah, Frege and I were roommates back in the Extreme days. Yeah, I remember him. He's definitely told some stories about it, but he always just like would mention you guys by your first name or your nickname or whatever, and just like gloss through like 10 names back to back. I got my Ragetality War IGG campaign going right now, and also inking Freyga on his Black Flag IGG book. Hell yeah, I was stoked when he announced that you were coming on board for Black Flag, and you were just like ride or die, because you were another one of those guys like Platt, where I was just like, I didn't know what the fuck happened to everybody. A bunch of the image dudes just like fell off the face of the earth, and then I met Dan. I feel bad. Like, I've had so much personal shit going on. I haven't really talked to Dan, and I don't know if he thinks I'm like mad at him or something, but like, I met Dan when he came up here, and again, dude who's treated me like family from day one. It's amazing. We brought him out to dinner. He wouldn't let us pay for his dinner. We partied with him all night, smoked him up, had a grand old time, and then the next time he was around, we just like kept hitting each other up and hanging out, and it became good friends. He joined up with the CG dudes, and dude's flying high now. It's amazing. But like, Freyga is one of the best people in the world, and he spoke very highly of you even before you were on board with the book. So it was very cool when he announced that, because he wasn't even telling me when he was like, we got a new inker, motherfuckers. Yeah, Dan doesn't get mad, he gets busy. Oh yeah, no, that's what I figured. And then the dude's dick is making rocks like it's his superpower. So yeah, I know that now. Okay, see, I thought Platt went into gaming as well. I didn't know he went into film. Platt should just be making a Gears of War movie with Cliffy B. Those dudes should be producing. What's up, Adam Warlock? What is up, Silvar Ogre? Good to see you, dudes. What kind of whiskey do you drink, Spencer? I drink all kinds of stuff, but you guys know me. I'm a dumpster cowboy. So like, I've been saying that for years, that I was like a cowboy in a past life or something, because I would smoke an unfiltered Marb Red and just fucking mainline whiskey if I could. But I like Jack Daniels because I'm just an animal. I'll drink Jameson. I'll drink pretty much anything. I'll enjoy finer whiskeys, but Jack. People also think like when I'm hanging out here, it's normally like I'll have like a shot of whiskey, like while I'm pouring a drink. So I'll make like a Jack and Coke out there because I know, oh, I'm going to be streaming for 2 hours with the dudes. I'll make a big Jack and Coke that's like a double or triple, and I'll just bring it into my office and sit on that for an hour or two while we're streaming. And then normally when I'm making that drink before I even go live, I'll do a shot or two or a couple swigs from the bottle, and that just gets me primed to go. Platt did storyboards for TMNT with the nostrils, and I think Iron Man 1. I think I remember hearing after. I think they like mention him a little bit, and there's like a little docu-series they did about Iron Man 1. So I do think I remember that, but I did not know with TMNT. That's pretty wacky. Although those designs do kind of exude that like Platt over the topness. But I never thought like hyper realism when I thought of his stuff. It's I don't even know how I would like word that. It's like extreme realism is probably like coin that, because it's like this the anatomy makes sense, but he's pushed it to like the absolute apex. Like this is the peak, and there's no going back. And obviously there's a lot of dudes along the way who've seen that and been like, oh yeah, I can cherry pick from this just the juiciest bits. Dumpster Cowboy sounds like a party shot, rock band, or an art film. Yeah, we should make a Dumpster Cowboy shot for the comics. That'll be a recipe in the back of one of the books. What's up, Pedro Ang? What is this ungodly hour? Hail chat, hail Spencer. Hail Pedro. Yeah, it's coffee time with the boys. I invited Jeff, and I think Ryan's still passed out. Maybe he'll pop into chat, but Jeff's going for a doctor's appointment because he all cares about his health and shit. I pretty much only been drinking Jim Beam the past few years, but lately it's not tasting good. Yeah, Jim Beam's another one of those ones like Jack where it's like eventually I feel like you just grow like accustomed to it and it just feels like you're giving yourself like gut rot. Like you only taste the alcohol at that point and there's no like enjoyment in any of the finer notes anymore. Uh, but switch it up, drink some wine for a week or two, you'd be surprised too if you're a big whiskey guy, you grab a bottle of wine and just get absolutely shitted on it in no time. I was at the liquor store yesterday. I actually grabbed I was feeling real girly for that white boy summer. uh I grabbed a box of Angry Orchard, had these like new variety flavors, and I hadn't had an Angry Orchard in like 3 years uh, since they were like a big fad. Uh, they're really sweet, so you can't drink a lot of them, and they'll give you like a gnarly headache. But you get an Angry Orchard, and you pop a shot of your favorite whiskey in there, take like 2 sips off the top, and then fill it back up with a shot of your favorite whiskey, and it is fantastic. But I went in there looking for Paul Masson, and the little old Indian man working looked at me like I was fucking insane. Uh, he said it's quite possibly the shittiest brandy that he's ever heard of. So I'm looking forward to finding it. Steven's comic work now looks like Finch to me. Did a few DC variants that I had to double check the sig. Yeah, no, I think I think he did a Moon Knight one I saw a while back that I just thought it was Finch. He's completely toned down that whole like giant arms and the super T body frame and stuff like that. It's weird. What's up, Christian? My brother. Co-creator of Voidwalker Dudes, which is obviously still available over on Alterna Access, and we'll be doing a collected edition soon. Good to see you, dude. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're enjoying beautiful weather where you are as well, man. It's been amazing here. I'm still bogged down with catching up on shit, but finally like seeing light at the end of the tunnel. Healthy Jeff is a good plan. Unhealthy Jeff can't make comics for me to read. Exactly. We want to keep Jeff a nice, healthy young boy looking like he's 10 years old for the rest of his life. Like that adorable photo of him at that Guar concert. I love wine, lol. I haven't had it in a long time. Yeah, I was never like a big wine guy other than being in like high school and drinking Franzia out of a bag, slapping the bladder. But yeah, man. Beth, I met her, and she's not like a wino or anything, but she has her bartending license. She's done a ton of different stuff. Like she's a very, very accomplished and interesting girl, whether she thinks so or not. And is just like very well versed in like alcohol, wine, everything, and was kind of the one to like show me to wine, but I'm still like really iffy. I remember one of the first business trips I ever did with her family. We went to this insane steakhouse in Baltimore and had a port there that a client had got for us, and it was like something like a $2,000 bottle of wine, and it got me absolutely obliterated. They explained port used to be used for like embalming bodies, and this one was like a real fucking old one. I want to say it was like a little over 100 years old or something like that. It was something fucking insane, and I was like shocked about it. It might have been more than $2,000, but that was like roughly what I gathered when we were all talking about it. I ended up having a glass and a half of it. We were there with like 12 people and absolutely murdered that entire bottle. It's raining like hell down here. Nice weather for making comics. Oh, damn. That's good, though. A silver lining. We had that like all last week. Now it's just like a beautiful 75 degrees here. Yeah, but once we wrap up City of Ra, I think I said this the other day, Jeff's got a little project he's going to be working on. I'm thinking we'll launch the pre-orders for the Voidwalker collected edition which again is just, you guys know what you're getting. It's those 4 issues. We're gonna gather some back matter and some cool design stuff and things that Christian's done, because I feel like there's so much stuff from behind the scenes that you guys never got to see, like the newsprint edition of it. The cover for that is a cover that we ended up being able to reuse. That was originally going to be, I think that was the first cover. Christian can correct me. It was either the first or the second issue cover we were going with. And yeah, now it's going to be the collected edition newsprint giant cover. That was a mouthful. And then Christian did that awesome new crucified cover for the collected edition. That'll be the trade paperback version. I'm talking to a couple of dudes, hopefully getting some guest pinups of Voidwalker, of some artist friends in there. Yeah, the first cover, and Pete thought revealing Voidwalker's skin suit too early would ruin that first reveal of it when he comes back from the Beyond at the end of the issue, and you see that Mouth of Madness moment, sort of like his special move, which I'm so excited we get to like elaborate more on all of that in the future issues. It'll be really rad. Yeah, Void Collector. Yeah, I have so much stuff in the works for it overall. Basically, we're getting through the collected edition. That'll help us gauge interest in things and figure out where to go with the next of it. It might just be like 2 issues a year. We'll see. I know Christian's working on tons of other shit constantly too. The man is busy making beautiful comics. But yeah, I definitely want to get back to it. We're wrapping up Can't Kill Cade. Hellseekers will be coming in the near future, but again, we have to pivot because Salem Horror Fest might be back on. So we're looking at also, hopefully midsummer, if everything goes according to plan, Voidwalker Collected Edition will be going to print. And like I said, that's more of a pre-order. I'm not really worried about fulfillment with that. That I can crank out on my own. It's not going to be tons of like weird extras and shit like that. Essentially, stretch goal money, other than a couple little stretch goals. Any extra money we make is going to go to more production of future issues of the book, which is a huge help for us. And we're thankful for anyone and everyone that checks it out and backs it. But yeah, then we'll be getting into Return to Camp Rainbow, which is going to be a little bit different. It'll be the first mini series coming from Death Curse. And the idea is to have that intro issue ready in time for Salem Horror Fest, just in case it's physically back on, because then that will be the only event we are doing this year, unless we're invited anywhere. But I'm not going out of my way for anything. We wanted to test out a horror festival instead of a comic festival, where we'll be one of the only comic creators there. So it's a little bit easier to stand out. And we had a friend do it 2 years back before COVID, and they absolutely killed it. Made a bunch of money. Yeah, the Voidwalker Collected Edition is technically an Alterna thing. The book is at Alterna, and we're not going anywhere. The Death Curse stuff is just something separate. But again, I'm printing all of the newsprint stuff through Pete's printing partnership. Pete is a very close friend of mine, and I wouldn't be where I'm at today if it weren't for Pete. But yeah, the collected edition is still an Alterna thing, and that's why you'll also be able to get the newsprint giant version of it if you don't want the trade paperback, or you want both of them. And instead of baiting you guys with a variant cover or something, that's basically your variant cover. You can get the trade paperback and you can get the newsprint edition, and it's not like breaking the bank like we're doing a bunch of variants of a trade. I think it makes me sick now because back when I was a dumbass, I started drinking at 6 a.m. Oh yeah, man, vodka destroys me as well, and that's just bad. Uh, I used to drink grain all the time. I'm with regular Panamanian schizo weather. Noah level rain 2 hours ago. Now sunny like nothing. Like it was nothing. Amazing. PPPPP. Yeah, Pete's print partnership program. Yeah, it's been a lot of like alliteration and tongue twisters today. I don't know how I'm holding it together as well as I am. Trying to think of other stuff. Yeah, Camp Rainbow is, like I said, going to be a mini series. We're going to be launching for the first issue, which is looking like it's going to be around 24 pages. Uh, a smaller campaign because we're just trying to get it funded and going and see how it builds slowly over time, issue by issue. The first issue is all out splatterfest for the most part. And I'm having fun writing it so far. And I'm like outlining some other stuff and laying out sort of the overall book. It's looking like it might be around 13 issues, which is sort of appropriate because it originally started out as like a big love letter to like Friday the 13th and slasher flicks I grew up on. But it's shaping up nicely, and Jeff will secretly be getting started on it very soon in the near future. So if you're a patron, you'll most likely be seeing the majority of it, or you'll most likely be seeing some of it before the majority of people, I should say. You can, back that for $1 if you want. You'll be getting access to weird shit like that all the time. We're not quite sure what it is. I don't really like the idea of like planning too much stuff other than the podcast episodes, but look how well that's gone. Big PPPP energy. Hell yeah, man. The biggest here. The girthy PPPP energy. Jesus. Yeah. But where the fuck was I going with that? Yeah, Camp Rainbow, big splatterfest. That one's gonna be in full color. The creative team is Jeff, Ryan, Kevin, me, and Kayla. Somehow forgot Kayla on the end there. City of Rat is not shipped yet. We went over that in here for like the last, or actually I think that was like the first 10 minutes Gamescape, but we're wrapping the book right now. We're about a month behind with Jeff having some family emergency hospital stuff, and I had a death in my family. That was sort of a prolonged sickness that turned into death. So I was away for a couple of weeks and things got behind. But Jeff is actually wrapping the book up this weekend, he's informed me. I think he's on the last 2 pages right now, and he's been doing about a page a day. Went back and did tweaks on even the pages you guys saw in the campaign and like really like just punched it up to another level again, just adding more detail and little tweaks. He felt he had come a long way since the first couple of pages, which were done, like a month before we were able to launch. So he went back and sort of streamlined everything so it all is cohesive and reads beautifully together. Thank you, Gamescape. It's all good, man. I didn't want to bog down the stream with all that, and I'm at peace with it. It was one of those ones where it was my Nana, and she lived a very long, fulfilling life and had been hurting for a long time. But yeah, things are going great now. We estimated we'd be about a month behind with all of this stuff because it was sort of staggered where my stuff was happening over like 2 weeks, and then Jeff got hit with it, so we were sort of at a standstill for a little while. And Jeff's sort of still dealing with some stuff, but that's his to get into. It's just like medical stuff. Jeff's all right as far as we know. But yeah, it will be going soon. I've been really quiet on the updates over on there, but it's because Indiegogo has been having all sorts of weird issues for me. But once I had like tangible things done, like the book sent to the printer, so we at least know a proof was coming in, I was going to finally do a big update. We had decided a while back not to drop the Institute stuff until closer to the book coming out. We didn't want everybody to be burnt out on the music before the book even got there. Yeah, Gerald is just fine. The book is also a little bit longer, Gamescape. I don't know how many of the streams you've been able to catch, but because of the time that the downtime that we had while I was waiting on Jeff to get back, I did some finishing tweaks on the end of the book, and it got a little bit of an extension. So it's like roughly 60 pages now. Even though we didn't hit the stretch goal, we worked it out and we're able to do that. So basically the whole idea is to always under promise in the campaign and over deliver in the fulfillment to you guys. So you guys know what to expect when it gets there, when it comes out to you. And then when it gets there, there's some added surprise for you guys. And you want to come back and check out the next one that we do, which is obviously the collected edition of Voidwalker, which isn't me and Jeff, it's me and Christian. But that'll be the next one I do. And then right after that, me and Jeff will be getting into Return to Camp Rainbow with some cool guest artists. I'm thinking every issue we're going to just have like one variant cover from a friend. So we're talking to some guys. Vince did one a while back that's like a CCTV buddy killing a counselor one. So that might be the variant for the first issue. And those will be part of the campaign. Whatever leftovers we have for that will be available at Salem Horror Fest if we end up doing Salem Horror Fest. And then we might, if the Horror Fest is on, we might do some sort of comic exclusive with Harrison's or Nick's Comics. I think Kayla was going to talk to them about doing like a variant cover for them that's like Buddy murdering everybody in the shop or something. But yeah, we're going to figure that out. And I feel like if we do that, we'd have to do something where it's at least available if you guys want it on the campaign. I don't know. I'll talk to you guys about that. But it's also like, then is that an exclusive? I need to talk to the shop as well and see where they're at with it. But I'm not really giving a shit about what shops think. Shops have a tendency to be really ass backwards with how sales and promotion should go. But yeah, it's fucking wacky. It got longer because of extra scenes at coffee shops. Yeah, there's a whole lunch scene. No, we do. There's some really great like time jump gags, and not like Walking Dead, like we're time jumping years ahead or anything like that. But there's some little time jump gags and stuff in the book like that. That work with the story and allowed us to get to other things and make the ending even more ridiculous. And just get into what we said we were going to do, which is we wanted to do an old Grindhouse thing. We wanted to get you right into this world where the characters, you only need to understand them on a surface level because this is a revenge story. This is a balls to the wall Grindhouse flick. It's all thrills, no filler. Like every page is just insane thanks to Jeff. I've been paring down dialogue, and it's got a nice succinct point to it all. There's a real moral to the story at the end. We found a heart in all of it while we were doing our stupid little gore fest that we wanted to do. And it's just, it's evil bastards at the end of the world. And I had so much fun writing it. You guys can't see, but I'm just like grinning like an idiot right now talking about it. Blue pills made it bigger. Yeah, we just been snorting blue chew. What's up, Ginger Chin? Whoa! Yo, what's up, everyone? Hell yeah, dude. I mentioned earlier as well, I'm finishing up some lettering after this stream, which will probably only go like 15, 20 minutes longer. But I'm finishing up some lettering after this stream on Can't Kill Cade and City of Rot. Then I'll be uploading the audio version of the first episode, the first part of the Snyder Cut episode. Jesus, there's too much to go over today. Onto the Patreon. I also need to redo the YouTube description because it seems to have disappeared when my other computer bricked itself. So I'll be redoing the YouTube subscription, so it'll finally have all of you Patreon dudes listed in the description for your support and your awesome support tiers. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. We're getting things in order. We're going to be doing some gaming too. It might end up being a second channel. We're going to be live streaming it over on the Twitch channel, which is if you guys ever went and checked out the Headshot LLC dudes that we've mentioned a bunch on here before. They're over on Twitch. Low Res Wonderbread, Bloom Online, is it the Cinematologist? Bunch of those dudes. Hans Memorial on Twitter. If you guys follow those, I know I've seen some of you guys interacting with them on Twitter and everything. They do the Twitch thing, and we finally decided we're gonna get over there. But if you've been in their chats and you've ever seen the Death X Curse name, that is us on Twitch. Just drop it in the chat really quick. We don't stream on there a lot, but I think me and Kevin are going to start doing some gaming streams on there. We might actually be playing some Tarkov on there in a little bit, and maybe editing those videos down into just nonsense clips of us fucking around together and putting it up on like a second channel like Death Curse Gaming or something like that eventually. But that's just some more nonsense content from you guys, from us guys, for you guys, if you want it. GJ Martinez, I always want to call you JG, like JG Wentworth. He says how my dyslexic brain works. Yeah, this is what happens when you drink too much coffee. You have 3 cups of coffee in the morning, just get absolutely yeeted and start yelling at everybody in your stream. Yeah. So we'll be doing the gaming stuff. Might start doing some Hangout stuff on the Patreon as well. Maybe we'll do like just Patreon streams where we can talk to you guys about your projects. Maybe have you on and help you through stuff in real time. Like not things that we have to obviously broadcast to anyone or anything, but we could do like off-air hangouts or something. We'll figure stuff out. That wouldn't be a regular thing just because I'm so fucking busy. But if we can pop in and help you guys, I obviously want to do that. I know Ryan's been like backlogging some inking videos and stuff, so I got to get those from him and start getting those up on the Patreon for you guys. And then the first tutorial for you dudes on making comics from the Death Curse crew, which is all about making kick-ass characters. It's my money and I want it now. Yeah, call JG Wentworth 877 cash now, something like that. I think that's it. Fuck me, why is that in my head? Gamescape gets it. But yeah, needless to say, we're very busy here. I'm trying to open up and work for some other fucking people, man. I want some dudes hitting me up. Probably not going to be coloring as much. I want to focus on, I think, writing and lettering, maybe a little bit of editing between me and Kayla. Hell yeah, Gamescape. Thanks for following us on Twitch, man. It's mostly going to be my dumb ass over there, but me and Kevin are talking about doing like Tarkov Fridays and just Friday gaming together for a couple hours. I think we're going to be doing it today after I finish some lettering work and things. But yeah, first tutorial will be coming. That is for we went back and forth for a while, but we're going to reveal a Ransomverse character there just for our patrons. And it'll be the first time you see him. And it's really exciting. And we're going to reveal the process behind designing him and how I write character descriptions and how I build up to what we're doing. It's a focused tutorial on how me and Kevin build a character together. But overall, as we get more and more of these little like 2-page tutorials together, and it's going to be done up like a comic book page, because eventually we want to be able to print these on like newsprint and make them available to you guys for super affordable. Like, we want this to be, you know, that tutorial rag for kids again, where they can roll it up in their back pocket, ride their bike over to a friend's house, hang out all day, drawing comics together and reading through these little tutorial books. But they'll sort of like Brutes and Babes did with Wizard back in the day, but it'll probably just be one big volume at the end once we've got enough of them together. But I think this first one's going to be 2 pages. And you have a Patreon? I've never done this yet. Yeah, we have a Patreon. It might be in the video description right now, but YouTube's been really weird. The Patreon's patreon.com /DeathCurse. And we're sort of like rapidly retooling it as we get more people. It was essentially a dead Patreon, and now it's still it's starting to build up, I should say. We're still sort of working out the kinks because we have a lot of people involved in Death Curse behind the scenes, but we're not an LLC or anything yet. We're building up to that and figuring out the best way. Do we all stay as freelancers and I sort of set it up as a sole proprietorship? Does it make more sense to just partner out the gate immediately like Image? These are all things we're looking into and figuring out slowly, which was kind of the benefit of COVID, was getting to take things very slowly and at our own pace and figure out what we're going to do. And the Patreon helps with that. Is as that builds, it makes it easier for us to focus on doing this full time. And that's like me, Kevin, Ryan, Jeff, Kayla, like the core group, and anybody else that wants in on it. Like I've talked to some other friends. I can't do like an open invite thing, but we do eventually want to be able to publish other people's stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't be bent out of shape that you're not part of the publishing arm of things or anything like that. It's not some exclusive club. We want to be as accessible to you guys as possible. But I would love to eventually be able to help other indie guys, at least smaller than us, bring them up, elevate them to another level, and get them selling books and making books. Ideally, that would be something like what was it called? The Creators for Creators Fund. I think Remender did years ago, and like a bunch of other people got in on it. I don't remember exactly who put it together, but it's essentially like a Pell Grant or government grant for an indie creator to make a comic book, essentially no strings attached, and like it pays them a salary for a year and publishes the book for them. And I think that would be really cool, where it's like, hey, you don't have to stress, you get to make your dream book. It would work a lot better for, artist writer duos and stuff, or artist writer in one person, I should say, not duo, but obviously an artist writer duo. If we can figure out something with that, that'd be great too. We don't know where this will go, but I do want to be able to help people and get stuff out, even if that's just starting out with Patreon, with editing and just resources on pre-press, any little thing we can figure out and help with. That's why I think the biggest thing is the creation of comic books, and not so much the formatting and all of that, which there's billions of resources on, but sort of that what Frege does for drawing, I want to do for writing. I want to get people excited for that the creation of a narrative, like writing things, everything that goes into comics from the writer's perspective, down to how to collaborate with artists. Because I think one of the biggest things in comics is to be able to let your babies go and kill your darlings. And that's huge. Like letting an art. I think every book now that I'm working on, the artists own half of the IP. Like it's completely creator owned, 100%. None of that image bullshit where the artists don't own anything or own a very small percentage. Like it's right down the middle. I know Canada does way more grants, but I'm talking about doing one specifically through us eventually. And some of the image guys did them. I don't know if it was Canadian or what. Let me see. I think it's called Creators for Creators. Did they stop doing it? Oh no, it's just super like Cal Arts Comics now. Weird. Yeah, Creators for Creators. Still taking submissions. They might be Canadian though. Who fucking knows with all that? But yeah, Canada does do a bunch of those grants as well, just as a government, and I think Poland now too. So if you're a Canadian comic creator or Polish comic creator, you can apply to your government for all sorts of creative grants. And I think Canada's the one where you like don't have to pay back shit. It's insane. Already trademarked and copyrighted Death Curse and City of Rot, so you work for me now, boy. Yeah, good luck with that. We're in the middle of all that at the moment too. And if that happened, I'd just hunt you down and murder you. The key to the show: incriminate everything. No. Yeah, we'll go Jay and Silent Bob on you, and I'll come out there and hold you while Kevin beats the shit out of you. Where's Rad Rose? Hell yeah, dude. I'm just excited. I'm just as excited for that too, dude. Fucking Cheesa, man. I want to get him in there too. Yeah, Canada is fully free. They're big on supporting art and music up there. Yeah, that's one of the things they do right. They're big on blackface, though, too, so I'm not sure about Canada. Yeah, no, those grants are great, and I'm sure America has some of that, but it's probably way more red tape and bureaucracy and lots of bullshit. So I can't imagine it's much fun to go through jumping through all those hoops, and you probably have to pay most of it back, sadly. Yeah, Canada gave us Finch and Platt, exactly. Finch is such a nice dude, too. That makes so much sense that he's Canadian. I just assumed he was like a Mainer or something originally, because he doesn't really sound Canadian. Yeah, McFarlane, I knew. He's like fucking... God, I can't see his name and not think of that shirtless baseball trading card he has. That shit kills me. Yeah, Shelby, we got to get you on here too, man. Even if it's just for a hangout. I don't know how much it'll help with promoting 94, but would definitely love to get you on there. Oh yeah, no, I've heard nothing but terrible stories about Todd McFarlane, and we had a really fun coincidence early on with Voidwalker, where right around the time we released, he had Philip Tan do a cover with like a new character that was in silhouette, and it just kind of looked like Voidwalker in the background, and I was like, God damn it. Like, and I was right around the time I had heard a bunch of stories from friends about Todd McFarlane just aping people's shit all the time. Like, Finch and Platt escape Canada, right? I remember seeing a picture of Platt when I was like 15 and being like blown away that he wasn't just like this massive roided out human being. I expected him to be like that for some reason with the way he drew people. I was like, he must be like a bodybuilder or something, and he just references himself. Yeah, Todd doesn't give a shit. Excuse me, I'm just surfing by you plebs with my wave of money. Comic Talk with Pops Van Zant. What's up? Welcome, dude. I just wanted to say I enjoyed Can't Kill Cade very much. Looking forward with more issues of this book. Also, Voidwalker is superb. You got this. Thank you very much, man. We're definitely getting back to Voidwalker in the near future, and Can't Kill Cade is just ramping things up with every issue. There's a reason we decided to call it Body Count for the first arc, and Kevin delivers tenfold on the second issue, and the third issue we're getting into some weird sci-fi territory. We're opening up a lot of things. It's starting to really feel like a shared universe in the best way possible. And it's been a challenge to like write it all where it stand, like I said, every series should stand as its own series, so you can just read Can't Kill Cade and enjoy it and not be like, who the hell are all these people? What is going on? Trying to figure out references and looking for editor notes constantly. That's not the case with the Ransomverse. You'll be able to read any story you want and understand it if you stick with it. If you want to read all of them, there's little things that sort of tie together, and it's not Easter eggs, but there's bits. You'll see familiar faces and other things. So if you do read Cade and then you read Hellseekers, there you'll notice some people. Same thing with Voidwalker. But like I said before, if there's ever like a big tangible crossover issue, it's going to be like a crossover one-shot issue, just a single issue. The story will be self-contained in there, or it'll be its own arc, and you'll know well in advance. It won't be this, oh, we're doing a crossover event. Now you need to read fucking Voidwalker issue 7, Can't Kill Cade issue fucking 8, and Hellseekers number 4 and all this shit. Like that stuff drives me nuts. I never want to do that. I always want to be as upfront and transparent with you guys and just deliver you cool stories and fucking keep it moving. Take it easy, Rex Doom. I'm gonna rest for a while. Later, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. We're calling it here in a minute, so it's all good. We went for about an hour like we said we would, but yeah, it's been a good time. Take it easy, man. By the way, thanks for showing me that other mini teaser the other day. I don't want to say the title. I'll leave this to you, but it gave me goosebumps. Hell yeah, man. No problem. I don't mind. Like, you guys hit me up. I always, like, if I'm working on something, I'm usually just excited to fucking share it with you dudes. I don't give a shit. I'm the worst with that. You catch me at a good time in a DM or something, you normally fucking see whatever you want. Sounds, again, wildly incriminating. Oh, God, I need, like, a publicist. Yeah, no, it's been fun. I'm trying to think if there was anything else I really needed to go over. COVID stuff is loosening back up, so I really want to get into weird short film stuff, because if we can get this first one out, we'll be able to do more soon. That campground should be opening back up, so who knows? Maybe we could self-fund a Camp Rainbow movie somewhere down the line when, or if the comic does well, but we will see. I don't really give a shit about doing movies other than for the money it would bring in to make more comics and not have to rely on Indiegogos and stuff like that. It'd just be cool to be like, Dead Drop, here's a new comic, you dudes, check it out. Go grab it now. Yeah, it'd be really cool to just do that. But past that, doing a little slasher flick in-house would be really fucking cool. Especially if things just continue to grow and we could do it like in-house and get dudes in as extras, hang out, get murdered, have a good time, be immortalized in a stupid movie forever, hang out with the dudes. That's what I really want, man. Let's get we need a big fucking Comic-Con, man. Comic-Con for the real indies. Is that CG Con still happening? What the fuck happened with that? Obviously COVID, but Yeah, man. That's what we need. We need to all come together. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, dudes. It's about 2:10 here now. We went for an hour today. I am gonna hop off and get to work now. We'll be back probably in a couple hours on Twitch. Maybe I'll dual stream on Twitch and YouTube. Who knows? But I will. I'll be back for sure tonight. No Death Curse 24-hour comic. Like I said, we're all behind on shit, but that should be back next Friday as of right now. Hoping to announce Monday officially. Lots to do today, though. I got a letter, got to get Snyder Cut episode up, and then we'll be over on Twitch, probably playing some Tarkov, getting miserable in Russia, and just getting my ass murdered over and over again while I beg for mercy with Kevin carrying me everywhere. So, yeah, dudes, take it easy. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you later.